Another one.
Hey, little guy.
Put your tongue out.
No tongues out.
Along with the thousands of other football fans in the stands today is Bill Siler, also known as Wee Willie, the former Husky quarterback whose last season with the Dogs was back in 1963. Joining the famous Bill Siler today is turkey farmer Craig Wishart and illegal immigrant specialist Tim Hamilton. Also included today with Bill's entourage are dignitaries by marriage only, Brian McCaw and Bill Oliver. During halftime of today's game, the University of Washington honored one of its great coaches, Jim Owens. Coach Siler, along with his grandson Kyle, made their way onto the field to congratulate Bill's former coach and mentor. Kyle was able to take in some of the sights while on the field as Bill talked with old teammates and friends. The crowd readies for the third quarter as the players retake the field. Meanwhile, back in his seat, Wee Willie's mind is not with the game at hand. The halftime festivities have stirred memories for Bill that won't soon fade. As the game at hand resumes for others, Bill's thoughts turn to a time and field far, far away.
Hi, honey. This is your Whiffy Poo. I love you very much. I'm thinking about all of the great times that we've had together, and one of the most that stands out in my mind is when we went to the Rose Bowl, and the night before the game, when all of the players were told to leave their wives alone and no hanky-panky, you didn't listen.
Inside, 95,000 people gathered to watch firsthand the clash between the champions of the Big Six Conference, the University of Washington here, and the University of Illinois, champions of the Big Ten. Number 66, Rick Redmond, Washington's All-America guard. Jim Owens' chief assistant, Tom Tipps. Fullback Junior Coffey. And the man behind him, Charlie Browning. Quarterback Bill Siler. Right halfback Dave Copay. Assistant coaches Dave Phillips on the left and Chesty Walker. Final preparations moment before the spectacle for which 95,000 people have gathered from all over the country. The University of Illinois working out under Pete Elliott, their head coach. Dick Butkus, Illinois' All-America center. This kind of thing is commonplace for Washington football fans, but is still something of a curiosity for those who haven't seen the Husky play. The reaction drills made very popular by head football coach Jim Owens. Back out on the field, University of Washington Huskies after last-minute comments and encouragement from head coach Jim Owens. And now the moment is at hand as the teams line up on either side of the field, waiting for the flip of the coin and the decision.
Fakes to Browning, keeps the ball, cuts it inside of the end, and is able to pick up 2 yards as he's forced out of bounds on the right. Browning this time keeping over right guard, is able to pick up 2 yards. 3rd down and 6. Siler throws to Al Libke. It's good for a nice gain, but as he hit by the safety man, he fumbles, and Fox of Illinois recovers. Takes the fullback and pitches wide to Ron Medved. Ron is not able to get up to the line of scrimmage and loses 2 yards on the play. Washington breaks the tunnel and comes up to the line with Siler at quarterback. Bill's back to pass, throws back to his strong end, Joe Mancuso, but the ball is deflected, incomplete. Siler keeps his time, cuts up field, tackle comes forward, and takes it back to Browning. Washington goes in the front formation with Redmond kicking. Rick kicks the ball high and far down the field, where it's touched by the Washington team on the Illinois 13-yard line. Short yardage, and Whelan is hit very hard by Ralph Winters, and the ball is caught in midair by Pete Greenlee as Washington takes over on the Illinois 43-yard line. Coach Dick Hately watching from the sideline with the rest of the Washington coaches. Our goal unit in the game with Siler at quarterback. Bill back to pass, fakes the little jump pass, throws it over on the sideline to Mike Stroud, who makes a diving, very fine catch, and it's good for 19 yards down to the Illinois 24-yard line. Bill Siler on a fullback trap with the quarterback keeping, picks up 5 yards. Again, Siler on the option play, cuts outside but is thrown for a loss. In fact, loses 2 yards on the play, which gives us a 3rd down, 7-yard situation. Bill back to pass, rushed very hard. The ball is knocked out of his hands, and Illinois takes over on the Illinois 27-yard line. takes over on their own 7-yard line. First play, Siler hands off to Ron Medved, and Medved makes 6 yards over right tackle. 2nd and 4. Ball is handed off to Dave Copay this time for no gain as the Illinois team stops him cold. We fake to Browning on this next play. Siler keeps it for a 2-yard gain, but not enough for a first down as Redmond is back to punt. Gets the ball up into the air well. Play for Washington as Illinois was penalized for holding, and Washington takes over with a first down on the 31-yard line. Siler back to pass this time is rushed very hard by the Illinois lineman and is thrown for a 6-yard loss. 2nd and 16 now. The jump pass to Al Lipke, complete for a 10-yard gain up to the Washington 35-yard line. As we have 3rd and 6, again the jump pass, but the ball is incomplete, intended for Lipke. Redmond back to punt again. It's off a nice high punt that's fair caught this time by Dundee on the Illinois 27-yard line. 1st and 10, Castardo at quarterback, fumbles the exchange, and John Stupi, our co-captain and center, recovers the fumble on the Illinois 27-yard line, and Washington has a real break in the game with fine field possession. 1st and 10. Siler fakes to Browning, keeps it inside on the option play and falls forward for 3 yards. 2nd down, Siler back to pass, flips one to Joe Mancuso, who makes a beautiful catch, and Joe takes the ball all the way down to the Illinois 6 for a great big 18-yard gain, and we have a fine drive and a fine chance to score. 1st and 10, Illinois 6-yard line. Charlie Browning, our fullback, is hit immediately as he goes over right tackle and loses 1 yard. Now 2nd and 7. Siler on a beautiful option play and great blocking by our team on an almost perfect play. The Dave Copay takes it in for the score, and Washington leads 6-0. Extra point try, Todd Hullen holding, Ron Medved kicking, ball right through the uprights, and Washington now has a 7-0 lead as the referee signals the extra point was a real good one. Return to the field, the co-captains meet, and it being Illinois' choice, they decide to defend the south goal and receive. Jim Norton kicking off, and it's a high, long kick, end over end, that goes well out of the end zone. Which forces Illinois to kick. Oliver punting well into the Washington end of the field. It's received by Steve Bramwell. Steve returns it 7 yards to the Washington 27-yard line. The first play, Siler hands off to Ron Medved. Medved breaks off left tackle for 4 yards. Ball is snapped early this time as Siler is forced to keep it and cut back, picking up 3 yards. Fullback carrying this time, Charlie Browning off right tackle for a 4-yard gain and a first down. 1st and 10 on Washington's 38-yard line. As Blankenhorn kicks off, this time shorter to our safety man Bramwell. Steve takes the ball on the fly and brings it all the way up to the 34-yard line of Washington. First down, Siler fakes to his fullback, keeps, makes 3 yards before he's hit very hard by Butkus, fine linebacker for Illinois. 2nd and 7. Siler on the option is hit from behind and thrown for a 2-yard loss by Hanson of Illinois. So now with it 3rd and 5. Washington back in the huddle to come up with their play. Siler fakes to Coffee at fullback and throws a long one to Ralph Winters over on the sideline, but he's hit as the ball comes to him and it's incomplete. Therefore, Washington lines up get back to us as Oliver gets the ball away to Bramwell at midfield, and Steve on a nice return brings the ball back 12 yards well into Illinois territory, and we have excellent field position again. First down, Siler fakes to Coffee. So it's 2nd and 10 after no gain on the first play. Siler fakes again to Coffee, rolls out, sets up quickly and throws to Bramwell for a 3-yard gain. 3rd and 7. Bramwell on an inside counter play with a beautiful hole and very fine blocking by our team makes the first down. Washington with his drive going. Siler at quarterback, Coffee at fullback, and Coffee carrying for the first time during the ball game makes 3 yards over left guard. This time Siler rolls out, passes incomplete to Coffee.